They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Dogs! And they strike first.
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
Pater. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the... Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show her
down. Back to throw, it's Stockton. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the...
Out of the gun, the inside give. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Now the play fake. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Really nice job by the quarterback there, just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time. This is going to be a touchdown.
And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and goal. Touchdown, Duke! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Blue Devils! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit.
No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to... Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Duke! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass.
Out onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly.
Racing down the left side. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Illini! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle. A nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays. On the ground, and most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop. Welcome everyone to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Rice Owls, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. That makes it so easy to connect.
Back to throw, it's Flores. Bringing the heat. He'll get rid of it. Intercepting, the defense has set him up.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
You talk about being handed a chance on a silver platter. 1st and goal from the 3. They'll run it. Touchdown, Tigers! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
From the 30-yard line on 1st down. They'll go to the ground. Quick spin on the run. Got enough space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, LSU!
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be, and they've looked explosive today.
The ideal situation for this offense, 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Here's the pressure. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Perez wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Fourth down. And here comes the field goal team. Salt, meat open wound. And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm. And we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it from here. One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the American, the South Florida Bulls, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field.
For this defense.
Looking to pass, it's Manning. Lost one deep down the right side. Grabs it inside the 15. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Sneak gets it done.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for it.
And all on that play. On third down, he drops to throw. Touchdown, Alabama! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 10. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Back to pass, it's Manning. Touchdown Tide! Ran the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
Looking to throw. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 4 points. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He makes a catch. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance. What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to the home of the Temple Owls, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and Lincoln Financial Field. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a squad from the American, the Temple Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Paul. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Penn State!
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Deep in the red zone. They'll try to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quick.
Wants to go up top. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Penn State! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just
the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half? Off-play action on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Clark. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Penn State! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Throw it again. He's taking a deep shot. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in.
They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on last year's national champions, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Clemson!
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off.
Offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Eagles! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on
Their play back-to-back, and all of a sudden, they get that momentum going. We know.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And you want these guys that can take the top off the defense. It changes the way they're going to play coverage on you, and he does it right here. Just runs by the DB. He had no chance to try to catch up with him. Makes the big play down the field. And this will change the way you play defense against this guy.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. It's complete! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Tigers! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area.
To the air on second down. Pressure coming. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
And, man, that stings because this offense needed every single possession they had left. Now down by 2 possessions, and you're kicking the football off. That was a play that kind of just ended this one. This
Quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get... It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking for the score! Touchdown, Notre Dame! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone, 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Bringing the heat. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
These offenses, sometimes when they get pressed and they know they got to go fast and they got to put points on the boards, sometimes they get a little bit reckless, and they do right here. They give up the safety. Now down multiple possessions and kicking off. The chance
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Dropping back, it's Carr. Setting up the screen. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Number 3, with the grab and the score.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
Go for it here on fourth down. Has to get there to move the sticks. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
To the air on first down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
Formation. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought they're...
This is a top 15 matchup with the added subplot of conference rivalry. It's Big 10 versus Big 12. bragging rights in play. Welcome to Ann Arbor, Michigan, and the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines.
For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Sooners!
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Oh, giving up that sack has made this a real headache for the offense. Let's see if they can convert. Launching one to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Wolverines.
The focus to not only make the catch, but to simultaneously maintain the awareness and body control. A toe tap like that along the side of the end zone, it's poetry in motion.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Catch made on the left side. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Strong game by this quarterback.
Oh, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
Kneel down. That's the kind of matchup we hope for, Kirk. This team came in higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive the upset here today.
And I really think that the coaches and the players, they love playing in these kind of games. You really are going to get tested. You find out what you're made out of. And these guys really met the challenge. I'm very, very impressed with the execution and how they played this game. And now they go to the next step.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.